one. Oh, we're live, but one of my cameras is messed up. Oh no. Hold
Uh,
on. Of course, it's
I'm
Matt's
about
camera
to
who's weird.
bust.
No. It's me, Matt. It's me, Matt.
where
It's me,
am
Matt.
I?
It's me, Matt.
Where
I got you.
am
I got you. I
I?
got you. Calm down. Calm down. Breathe. 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 Okay, you're good.
I
Jesus
was in
Christ.
the
Stay with us, Matt.
void.
Stay with us.
Don't go into the light.
It
Don't go
was
into the light.
so cold in there.
I was looking for the bingo sheet. So is that
Yes.
is that a tech problem?
Yes, it's a tech problem. It's fine. It's fine. Hi guys, welcome back to Realm Walkers.
Yeah.
We're so excited to be here. All of our players are still alive from last week's totally regular normal game. There was no problems whatsoever. No one is struggling. Nobody is close to 0 hit points. That's a lie. Put on by this particular party. I'm going to let my players introduce themselves and who they're playing. So this evening, I think we're going to start with Matt. Matt, tell us who you are. Hi. I can see just the one thumbs.
Yes. Hello, it is me, Matt, from earlier in the series. And I am playing HD. I'm very excited. HD Kid of Hopper's Delivery Service. And I think we're going to do great. Everyone did great. Mortals tend to try to die all the time. I don't understand it, but we're doing wonderful.
And who are you sending it to?
Oh, I'm supposed to send it. You just okay. I'll send it to Tom.
I'm going to change it in the middle of the system. Yeah, okay.
Ah! Wow. Hi, everyone. I'm that one warlock. I play Doctor Backer Jostrum's the half dragonborn druid who's at one fucking hit point, but is proud of everyone that because they all lived. Asterisk. And I'm going to bounce it off to. I have something for this. Petra.
What would be the result of a dice roll?
I have to
Hi,
do 3, excuse me.
I'm Petra Skelton. I have been playing Sid, who definitely dropped 3 times last session. She's fine. It's fine. 8 hit points. We're doing okay. Yeah, that's me. I'm gonna pass this to Q.
Hello, it's me, Omega, also known as Crown, also known as Q. Playing Grimmer the Vicious, Grimmer the Hot Mess, Grimmer the boy at 6 hit points. But honestly, if I'm keeping it a buck, other than I want to say HD, is the chill one of the group right now. So it's fine. Things happen. And I will pass it to the Magic School Bus himself.
Oh my god. I love it. I'm keeping it. Hi, JD, tryhard Vanderglut all over the internet, Vanderglut everywhere else, Von if you're nasty, and I'm playing Callion of the Serpent, Magic School Bus of the Gods, Clown Car of the Gods. Just a hot mess with 2 whole hit points. But yeah, let's kick it back to our lovely GM Ivy.
I love that you all checked in with a hit point check. Like, that was excellent. Thank you so much. Hi, I'm Ivy. I'm your DM. I'm the storyteller. I am the conductor who attempts to keep this train on the tracks. However, that's always a lie. This train is always off the tracks for making new ones as we go. All right, so last we left off in the Realm Walkers series, our lovely party of adventurers found themselves face to face with a hollowed sentinel, a creature that had been created by the godless king, or the king in yellow, that you have frequently been interfering with their plans in the Shadowfell of which you have found yourselves. Along with the Hollowed Sentinel as general, you were greeted to the sight of 12 marionettes, facing them in combat, along with some of the hunters, along with Rennick as well. You were successful in defeating them for the most part. A couple of you went down a couple of times. Sid is currently struggling with 2 levels of exhaustion. Rennick is unconscious but stable. Thank you to Quellion for stabilizing them. Some of the other hunters are down and or already deceased at this time. You did not see the other hunter, Sybil, who you assume has led a different regiment of hunters, as you could still smell that heavy iron in the air from the scent of blood. But for all intents and purposes, you were successful as you have headed back into the Warrens. It is the middle of the night still. When I asked the party last week if we were going to now do a long rest, a couple of you said no. So let's pick up there where
Who said no?
a couple people actually, there was two of you that said no.
I was about to say.
Grimmer is sleeping.
See, I love that. I love that a couple of you were like, yes, of course we're sleeping. And then there's a couple of you who went, of course we're not sleeping. Wild. That would be bizarre. A combat where two of us went down, they're all in 1-digit hit points? No. Sleep would be for the weak, Petra. So, let's pick up there. Grimmer sleeping.
Yeah, and I just want to make it clear. After the things happened, once it seemed like we, at least the situation was handled, and things had calmed down, and nothing else was immediately happening. And immediate means within the next hour or so, because there's no way he's gonna immediately zonk out.
Sure.
But once there's a realization of, okay, we've had a long day, we got to deal with this mess. People going, turning into knoll demons and dinosaurs at the last minute and all this. No, okay, we're okay. Bye. Zonking.
I love
that for you.
I love that for Grimmer so much. All right.
Yeah, what Grimmer said.
Okay, great. I was just about to say, Quellion, I assume you're sleeping. Dropping Vrennick off in the infirmary, probably. Great. All right. He is put, as you put him there, you can see a couple of the other hunters as well already being taken care of, so they just kind of gesture you to a cot to put him on. They don't need anything else from you. Great. All right, Quellion, to bed. Backer. Great. Backer the bed. HD.
I don't remember saying that I wasn't going to bed. I have nothing planned to
Great.
do.
Great. All right, to bed with HG, I suppose, then. All right. Then we come to the one problem player. Petra. Sid is Sid is not sleeping.
Yeah, I think Sid has gone to her room, but she's not sleeping. Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're just going to lay there awake?
Yeah, for as long as she can. Obviously, GM Fiat, you feel like she'll pass out because she has like no health.
Oh, so
but
she has very little health.
Yeah, so I think at some point she does pass out, but it's not a thing where she's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna zonk out, I need to get rest. It's just staring at the ceiling until you just fade.
Okay. Is there a dissociation going on, or is there too many thoughts?
Yes.
Great. Hell yeah. Yes. Q.
Can I retcon?
Yeah.
The last thing I would do is go to Sid's room.
Okay.
I mean, it would be a while, chill, probably go back to my room for a bit, but then eventually, unless you want to do something with Sid beforehand, would be going to Sid's room.
Okay, yeah. Sid, you're staring up at the ceiling for what seems like hours, when in reality it has only been maybe about 10-15 minutes, when you can hear the padding of feet coming to your door. You recognize it immediately as Grimmer. You've started to recognize patterns in the way that your friends walk, like this party walks. It's like when you know your father's boot prints when they walk into the room. It's that you've learned their footprints, and you know this is Grimmer as they come into the room.
You would just see there to be a pause. Does Sid lock the door?
No.
Okay. There will be a pause, and it would feel longer than it actually is, but it definitely feels long for a bit. And then you'll just see the door swing open, and then you'll just see a head.
Yeah.
For a moment, they're just staring because they don't know if you're actually going to see them or actually be cognizant. So they're mostly just like assessing the situation.
Sid
And
is
then-
gonna like lean over to like try and see you.
Oh yeah. And then seeing that will just comes in. You'll see almost a lightning etched spectral hand close the door behind him. What the fuck was that?
The fuck was what?
Nope. Just gonna guess pat over and just like literally plop down on the ground and just like
What are you asking me?
I mean, that wasn't you.
No, it wasn't.
Did you want it to be?
I don't know if I got much choice anymore.
Always choice.
Yeah, I felt the same, and then I had to make a deal to make it so Quellion wouldn't be eaten out from the inside. So, yeah, I don't know.
So you made a choice because somebody else made a silly one?
Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time.
On a scale of 1 to what the fuck, how self-destructive are you?
Okay, this conversation again.
Yep. Listen, I would have done nothing, but then, we're in the middle of a scuffle when we should be sleeping, one. And then suddenly, you're, I eat hunger. And it's like, if we're going to be a thing, this, God, if we're going to be a thing, there's this quintuplet thing that we're going on, that if we're going to do this, just keeping it real. Is this going to happen again? Do I need to like decapitate you next time? Like what would you like me to do in response?
Honestly, I have no idea. Before it was I rage. Maybe it comes out a little bit, and then I get control back. It's never been this bad, and I've never been pushed down that far before. I genuinely didn't think I was going to come back this time. So, if it hangs around, because I feel like I'm going to have to do it again, because I don't seem to be very useful if I'm not that thing, probably a good idea to pop its head off before it decides this skin is its doorway in,
You think that you only contribute when you're, ooh, look at me, scary Noel?
Yeah, in the wake of some of the things this party can do, yeah. If everybody else is bringing their A game, I'm bringing pissed off. How'd you describe it? Ha ha, he, angry, hunger. That's what I bring to the party, and I think I'm going to be able to help us get to this godless king bastard, and then that's probably going to be it. Still lived longer than I had any right to, so that's fine.
I don't usually do the whole compliment, make people feel better thing. I don't think that's really my modus operandi or whatever they call it. But if you think the only thing you're bringing to this table is your axe, respectfully, you're fucking stupid. You have been one of the most honest people in this group. We had, well, HD technically is honest too, but his honesty is a multiversal headache. We got someone trying to appease a goddess who couldn't give two flying fucks about him, and yet he still does it. We have another who doesn't even know what the hell they are. No, maybe they do, but I don't know. But you've been pretty up and up about what you think you are, which tells me you're a lot more than just slashy rage. And if I'm being honest, you know, I think you're really the only one in this moment. Well, maybe not even this moment. In my lifetime, I could see myself actually wanting to befriend outside of this. There are people I get a sense of, I don't know. I don't want to call it ownership because that's weird in this day and age. But people like Backer, I call them part of my horde for a reason, you know? But you, we could have actually fought side by side together. And it's not because you're strong. It's because you care. And listen, I've done some shit. I have done some things, you know, including deleting almost every, or I think every variant of me there is. I've seen it all. But I haven't seen anyone like you. So, and then he'll like kind of pop up and then like crawl onto the bed if you're on the bed and gets like plopped down. Would you like to remain angry? Do you want to remain hungry? Or do you want something more? Tell me what you want out of all of this, and I will try, if I can, to get it for you. And once we get to his hopper place, maybe his god or whatever they are can delete the power that's on me, and then I'll come back to where I was, and then boom, I can help you. And it's kind of this multi-tier plan, but got to know what the plan is first.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. And you notice, you've seen Sid have like tons of different emotions, tons of different states. Sid's crying, like actually Noel crying. And they kind of like just rub their eyes and go, my goal was to I just wanted to see how long I could keep going. And I was just doing it to do it. 'Cause most of my kind don't. And then this job, I guess we'll call it a job. I just don't want anyone else to feel what I have. And if that means killing a demon, then that's what it means, or a demon lord, whatever. But
Okay. Then we have the solution. But also, and he like points in the direction that's clearly Kellyanne's room. We'll handle that one because that was dumb. But that's a different. Don't do that. Yeah. But if here's the thing. I don't know how your species works, but if I could be an ancient dragon who consumed other ancient dragons and became more, what happens when a Gnoll who isn't supposed to live past 20 consumes the one who is the all-consuming?
Yeah.
Then you'll live forever.
That'd be something. You're pretty good at this. I'm just saying. I've gotten a lot of cowboy monologues in my day, and you gave a good one.
I'm just an old man living on a lawn that is this multiversal soup, and I am experienced.
I hear you. All right, fine. I'm gonna do what I do best. I'm gonna get back up. Well, first I'm gonna get some sleep, and then I'm gonna get back up, and I'm gonna continue trying to enjoy shit. And you're right. I'm not helping Quellion back up from any fucking shit he falls in going forward.
That's all we can do. And you're gonna see that mage hand just kind of like come back up to like give you a high five.
Can I? This is no. This is an ask. Can I give you a hug? It's okay. That's too far. That's too far. That's
Nope,
okay.
it's fine. It's fine.
Right. And Sid's gonna give a hug.
Okay.
Take an inch for a mile. Just big hug, and then I'll put you down.
You get again hair just. Okay, I'm actually sleeping. Okay. Whoa, Lord, my back. I need some prunes. And he's gonna just hop off the bed. Hop off the bed. Start waddling to the door. Open the door, and as I do, they just turn back and go. Yeah. Okay, and then just walks out. You'll hear, and then.
Okay. Sid, do you actually try sleeping?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great. I love that you get to mark off one level of exhaustion. You're still at one level, but it's a little better than it was with your long rest. Judy. Hey, Mr. Clown Car of the Gods.
Great.
Hey, so you reached out to a lot of deities. Before Quellion goes to bed, are you actually reaching out to anyone specifically? Do you do any particular rituals? Do you attempt to see who's listening? Because you made the statement, whoever's listening. You received an answer. You then had a weird experience of getting some inky darkness across your body in a flash of a moment. Would Quellion go straight to bed? Are you at all concerned about this? I just want like a general thing, since a lot did happen.
I think if anything, he just like he's not gonna spend too much time dwelling on it because he's got a fucking job to do.
Sure.
But he'll kind of look over his quiver again, see if there's any other arrows that got like affected by, that are changed.
Okay. What's your passive perception? I know it's pretty high, correct?
It's wild.
Okay, great.
Let me see, 2 seconds. Passive perception is to 23.
That's what I thought. I was thinking it was like 21. Oh yeah, absolutely. So just looking over, you built most of these arrows yourself. You know how they're supposed to look. There is one that is out of place. There is a singular arrow that has that etching of those leaves in it. One that has stuck, it looks a little different. The thing is, you count your arrows, knowing how many you originally had. This one is an extra. This is not one you made. This is an additional one.
Okay.
It would take you a little bit to look at what it might do, but this is a new one.
I think he'll put it back in the quiver.
Okay.
And Druidcraft just like a small olive branch
Oh.
and leave it on his bedside and then go to bed.
Okay. All right. Perfect. None of you experience any dreams at all. 0 across the board. You all can mark off a long rest. Congratulations, you made it through those combats.
And level 9?
No. No. Clever, funny, but no. Matt's been trying.
Listen.
I'm listening.
But then we do level up.
But no. But hear me out. No. You leveled up not long
Okay,
ago,
but
yes.
hear me out.
Okay, but hear me out. I'm vetoing your hear me out with a hear me out of the DM said no. Okay, great. That was clever though. You almost had me there for a second. Cool. I almost said yes. I was like, wait. Okay, great. In the morning, you all are awoken to the sound of a bell tower ringing for attention. It doesn't seem like it's any type of alarm. It just seems as if it's calling all of the remaining hunters to breakfast to early morning, since they kind of want to do a head count as to see who is left, as you were still in the middle of the night by the time that the combat was done. So it is up to you all how you wish to proceed this morning, if there's places you want to immediately go, how you want to go about this. Just as a DM reminder to tell you guys kind of where you're at, since you've been in combat for a little while now. You had made the deal with Dr. Whitlock over in the Ivory District to get items or things from him before you go into the siege. So in your planning for siege and things like that, just remember that that was a deal that you had struck as a type of ally. You had offered him power after you had removed the Godless King. How true that is, you really don't know of what you'll give him, but he seemed to believe you well enough. As just a little reminder. I don't know if you need any other additional reminders of what's happening or where we are, but that's a thing. How would we like to proceed in the morning? Let's start with Backer. What do you do in the morning?
Backer is going downstairs. I think is up earlier than most, than the rest of the party. And I'm making platters of breakfasts.
Oh, okay. You've commandeered the kitchen.
I have commandeered the kitchen.
Okay.
And I'm making breakfast platters for each member of the party.
Mm-hmm.
Once the bell rings, I'm going to start taking them breakfast and like putting it on a bedside table for everyone to have. And I'm going to hit Petra's room, or not, Sid's room last.
Oh, okay. All right, who do you start with? Whose room do you knock on the door first?
Grimmer's, because
Grimmer's?
it's our room. Because it's our room, it's easier to get in.
Sure.
Yep.
All right. Out of courtesy and respect for their space, you knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Enter into it. Tell me the state of Grimmer.
Grimmer is in his corner.
Mm-hmm.
The things that he has collected, he kind of like laid them out for a bit and like kind of gets like curled around and like slept. Then he will be picking them back up when he gets up. But he's definitely curled up in like a ball, like a dog, on a mat, just.
Hell yeah. Backer, where do you put the
Yeah, just like accidental roar. Yeah, just.
I love that. Becker, where do you put the food for Grimmer?
Like a good 2 feet away, or no, like a good foot away from the mat.
Okay. All right, you put the food down. Okay. Whose room next? If Grimmer doesn't wake from that.
Oh, again, just like a dog. Immediately smells food, just one eye.
Hell yeah.
You just see a lightning lord just grab the food closer and just,
Excellent.
thanks.
It's just dangling over you while you sleep.
Yep. As a cartoon just wafting towards the smell.
Yep, exactly. All right, Becker, who's next?
HD.
HG's room. All right, you knock upon HG's room. HG, tell me the state of which you are in.
HD opens the door, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as always.
I don't know why I expected anything else.
Hello, Professor Backer. Good
Good-
morning.
Good morning. I've made breakfast for everyone. Here you
That
go.
is wonderful. There is a lot of people here in this barracks and Hunter area. It must have taken you all night to cook breakfast for everyone here.
It really did.
That's wonderful. That's very kind of you.
Mm-hmm. I hope you enjoy your breakfast. I will walk down and I'm gonna hit Quellion's room next.
Okay.
Kellyan's up. He only trances, so he's been up
Yeah.
for a minute. And he is just like sitting on the edge of the bed, like flipping through a couple of books, kind of waiting for everybody to get up, kind of in his own zone.
Yeah, you'll get the
Come in.
close the door behind. Good morning.
Morning. How you feeling?
Much better. I have breakfast.
You made this yourself.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Despite my academics, I am quite the decent cook.
I can smell it from here. It smells amazing.
I was gonna hand you the tray.
Hey, before you go, you've got a, and he's gonna run over to like a little mortar and pestle, and he's gonna druidcraft a couple of different herbs, and kind of grind it up, turn it into a little paste, and and grab a couple on the fingers and go, "May I for your neck?"
Sure.
It's gonna rub a little bit on there. It's like a little bit of like cooling and soothing, kind of icy hot.
About to say you made icy hot.
Yeah. Let's see. I can make more of that if you need it.
Thank you. Do you need to talk about what happened yesterday?
No, not right now. We have more pressing matters.
All right. Well, what I saw with what happened with you, I'm just trying to make sure everyone's okay.
I can tell by the breakfast.
Well, whenever you're ready and need or want to talk, I'll be here.
Thank you.
Well, wish me luck on my last visit.
Do you want backup?
I think she'd throw us both around if she really wanted to.
You're probably right. Well, if there's more, mind if you need it afterwards.
Appreciate it.
Good luck.
I'll need it. But I'm gonna head to Petra's room. Or God, Sid's room. Damn it.
What are you doing in Petra's house? What are you
What are
doing
you
in my
doing
house?
in here? The hell?
In my house? I want waffle fries.
I want waffle fries.
The meta powers of this game.
God.
It's multiversal.
It's multiversal.
Backer arrives in your doorway.
Anyways.
For D&D. Alright.
All right.
Yep. So it's
Uh,
it's
great.
the same.
before you even knock, you can hear the snoring. Like, you could probably hear the snoring as you were approaching the door.
Oh, lords. Oh, my father told me never to wake a sleeping woman like this. Okay.
Louder snoring.
I know you're doing it on purpose.
Ugh. Door's unlocked.
Back roll. Come in. Shut the door behind. Morning.
Sid, who came to the revelation basically midway through sleeping that, oh, the problem why I'm having trouble sleeping is because we've had to sleep in our fucking gear for the last forever, and so is basically just in her sheet, just lying there, just going like this. Morning. You all right?
Roll something real fast. Yeah.
Voice got high there. Oh, do
I
you
just-
make that?
I did. Good morning. You look comfy.
Morning. Yeah.
Noted. Okay, but yes. Breakfast. After the batshit insanity that we went through yesterday, I figured everyone could use a nice meal.
All right. And Sid just kind of like partially standing up to grab the thing, sits back down. You rest okay?
Fine. How you feeling?
I'm fine. Well, not fine. I'm better than I was. There a reason why you keep staring at the ceiling?
I'm just admiring the grain on the wood.
All right. You already.
Yeah, the-
Mhm.
You're not cold at all?
Why'd I be cold?
I don't know.
Have like a layer of fur. Oh! Right. I should probably put some clothes on.
Aye.
That didn't occur to
is-
me. Yep. All right, so I'll just I'll enjoy this food.
You good?
Becker, you have to leave the room. Back.
You you have something else going on here.
Yes. I think we should talk about what happened yesterday.
Okay, do you want to do that while I get dressed? While I remain here undressed, or do you want to talk about that after I get
I
dressed?
was. Pick number 2, my lord.
Oh my god.
I will be available whenever you are ready to talk.
I'm ready to talk right now. That wasn't what this was about.
Hey, I'm gonna.
Make a choice.
God.
Do you want me to get here? And she just unabashedly stands up, opens the door, like just grabs the steps past Backer, opens the door, is like, there, door's open now.
Thank you. And Becker will step out of the door.
Great.
Sid,
All
while,
right.
Sid, while closing the door, just like, that was fun. That was fun.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Fantastic. All right. So all
Standing ovation.
of you
Standing
have
ovation.
been provided breakfast by Backer. long rests have been had, what is the plan for this morning? Are we convening in one particular room? Are we... I figure, Quellion, you probably have people you want to visit with, as you did take Reddick to the medic tent. I don't know about the plans for the rest of you. If you want to maybe meet up, having brought your trays like back to the breakfast hall is kind of the most likely scenario.
Yeah, I was thinking let's meet up so we're gonna make a decision, but definitely going to the what's the district called again with the doctor?
Ivory.
The Ivory
Ivory
district. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back to Ivory district to check on them. But yeah, would have gotten the food, went down. I mean, the plate would have been finished, but it would have went down anyway.
Fantastic. Yeah. Sid, you're able to obviously get dressed. Backer, probably a little more flushed than normal, as all of you convene outside the kitchen area. The cafeteria.
I was about to say, Backer probably walks down with Grimmer because we'll head back to their room, and there is a blush that goes all the way down to those scales on his neck.
Oh, buddy. Oh, all right. Okay, you all convene as a party outside the kitchen in the cafeteria area. One at a time. You're able to take a table off to the side. What are we doing? Let's figure that out.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Let's talk about the dreams we have, as we do every time we get together in the morning time.
What dreams?
And had no dreams, had rest, but
There was
dreams.
no dreams.
And here.
That is unfortunate, as dreams provide us with interesting insights on how you behave and think and feel.
Do you
But
have dreams?
I'm glad to see that you are all alive, as your injuries seemed quite grievous last night.
Ivy, really quickly, is this the first night we
Yes. You all have
realized we
zero
didn't
dream?
have a dream?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That every single one of you did not have one.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I don't know if that's gonna be a thing or not, but I mean, sometimes I don't know if I really dream. I just ponder and maybe a picture forms. I don't know, but yeah, this is no dreams.
Yeah. I usually end up in a swamp in my dreams, so nice change, but weird.
And no dreams for me either. I was, I mean, you know this, HD. I was up all night cooking.
You were. Professor Backer had cooked the breakfast for everyone here, he said. It was very kind of them.
Okay, now I know you're trying too hard.
Yeah, actually, sorry, just really quickly, because we share a room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. Backer's absolutely, like,
Oh, so you're
bullshitting.
lying. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No roll.
You would know.
necessary.
wait,
You would
hold on.
absolutely know this.
I'm sorry. I
Sorry.
would like to do an insight check.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me insight.
And just confirming, I know he's lying about he did sleep or didn't sleep. Sorry.
He
Oh,
absolutely
he did
slept.
sleep.
Okay, great. Good. Yeah.
You know this.
Well-
HT?
Yeah.
This is there's a 13 on the insight check.
This is a 13 on the die for a 15.
All right. Yeah, no. Backer absolutely made breakfast for everyone. That makes so much sense. Was up all night. They look so tired and haggard. Wow. That flush on their face absolutely is because they're tired.
That is what it looks like.
Yeah.
It looks like you worked until you were red in the face.
Yep.
Just get just eyes patched that.
Okay. Whoa.
I was like,
Is he gonna say that? Yeah. I mean, he's not wise, which means he speaks before yeah.
say it, do it. Say it with your whole chest.
Chest.
He Grimmer would have known that you were passing out food. He doesn't know why you necessarily came back blushing, but he knows that you were blushing, and sees that you are currently blushing. Just like looks over at Backer. Messing your wife?
Very much so.
You should try aiming harder.
I'm leaving. Goodbye, everyone.
No. You stay where you are.
Oh, goodbye, everyone. I'm leaving. It's time for me to go.
Hand on shoulder.
Weirdest character death I've ever had.
Just kill him off right there. All right.
Kill him off.
So,
What
okay.
are we doing?
Now that he's feeling less. Because I don't know how long you've been a dragon adjacent person. And if we need to do the wyverns and the bees in this form.
Ironically,
Not the wyverns
I
and
was
the bees.
the wyverns and the beasts. I was asked a question about this from a friend of mine.
All right. Well, we're gonna stay on track because we're in hour.
Yes,
in, so
absolutely. We need to head back to that one weirdo doctor guy. He said he's going to help. Based off yesterday, I think the time is nigh to get this show on the road.
Yeah. We do we think the force that attacked us, that's not all of what the Dickless Wonder has, right?
Oh,
No,
no.
absolutely not. No way in all the 9 hells.
God knows what is in that tower up there.
And to be fair, I mean, not saying that we didn't, well, it was we, but not saying that wasn't a struggle, but we really weren't prepared for that, which I'm wondering if that's going to be their MO, just hitting us when we're down, or,
I mean,
I feel that's kind of,
It's intelligent. Dick move, though.
and
I mean, the answer is we do the same.
yeah.
You don't want to counter strike, you strike quicker, right?
So-
That is correct.
So what are you saying? Just attack them in the dead of night when we're supposed to be going to sleep because they think...
No. I had no idea when whatever the fuck they are sleeps. I'm more mean, like, if we go to the Ivory District and it turns out he's got whatever, Mr. Creepy's got whatever kind of fucking leather wrapped nightmare he's working on, then we get all the kit and caboodle together and we just go. I don't want to fuck around on this anymore. And I feel like the longer we take, the more opportunities he's going to get to just slam down on us with everything he's got.
Yep. So
Yeah.
we got him. Looks over at Kellyanne. You got the Reavers, the Watchers,
The hunters.
the Hunters.
The hunters, yes.
Yeah, them. I mean, you're like the adjacent one with that group. So
I was
Are they-
planning on checking in with them, as many as we could, at least. I don't know how many fell or are still injured after the events of last night.
How's your buddy?
I haven't checked yet.
I'm doing just fine, this Quellion.
Meant the other buddy, the one with the gray skin.
Ah, understood.
Planning on checking in with him after this most current errand.
Well, then we do which one first? Sorry, brain.
We go talk to this weird doctor,
Yeah.
go see what we need to do for him and what he needs to do for us and what he has for us. And come back, check in with Sybil and the hunters and Rennick.
Yeah.
We killed
It's
this
Quellion.
Yes.
From experience, I know that sometimes you can go off for a task and not find yourself returning to your original task for a few thousand years. By that point, your friend could be long since dead and their descendants rotting. Maybe check on them before you leave, because you might, forget.
I can promise you I'll remember.
Okay.
HD, you're such a trusting person. I appreciate that about you.
Thank you, Professor Backer. You are very different than the last time we had breakfast.
Yes, it was. Thankfully, I had plenty of time to get used to the new digits.
Okay. Doctor, Hunter, Tower.
Yeah.
Sounds like a worse game of rock, paper, scissors to me. Dr. Hunter Tower. It's my new favorite game. All right.
Doctor
Grimmer's,
beats Hunter, Hunter beats Tower, Tower beats Doctor.
Grimmer's just gonna look back at HD for a second. Do you ever figure out who you need to deliver your package to?
Oh, I did already. I delivered my package to Sid Ashcroft. They
Oh.
were a set of bereavement flowers, about a few of this reality's days ago. However,
Yes.
the other HD has this random package that I don't know I don't know who it's supposed to go to, so I figured I'd deliver that on the way to help. It's Quellion.
Okay. And then is it Mr. Hopper still your guy, or?
Yes, Mr. Hopper is my employer.
Okay. Great. And he's not a god.
Not that I'm aware of. If he is very small and fuzzy. Not that that would not make something a god, but usually they are not small and or fuzzy.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. Head towards the Ivy District then. Let me pull my notes from that session. Of which I took very few, but that's fine.
Pool party, pool party, pool
Pool
party.
party.
There's the chance. All right. Anyways, headed towards the Ivy District. Leaving the Warrens, you can see where there are pools of dried blood, but you do not see any bodies of the hunters. It seems as have already been moved. You do see a bunch of mechanical parts kind of all over the place in the marionettes that did explode and fall. Those are just debris at this point. There's not anything there. Headed towards the Ivory District, you are met once again with that large iron gate, and you come to the front door. The last time you knocked and you were given entry very quickly, to remind you, the receptionist seemed a little surprised that you had knocked instead of just walking in. And as a DM reminder, the last time you were there, you had told the receptionist that you were representing a lord, that you were not there as yourselves. I'll give you that freebie, that way you don't have to remember that that is what you told her. Great. How would you like to proceed this time around?
I
HD
would like.
to knock.
Oh, go ahead.
Right, of course, HD knocks. Of course. Great.
I love HD.
I was gonna say I would like to specify that I believe it was Backer who said that.
Yeah, you're right.
Some of us are saying in the back like, I don't know what you're talking about, fam. So
Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right. Cool. All right, HD.
All I know is.
Oh, go ahead, Petra.
I just know that Sid smooth talked the receptionist
You did, yeah.
after there was a little bit of a stumble there.
There was a little bit of a stumble. You did smooth talk to the receptionist. He flirted a little bit. She went and got the doctor. There was a bit of aggression towards the doctor himself when you got there, but you were able to convince him, mostly by the help of Quellion, you were kind of able to convince him of the goals that, well, if we remove the Godless King, you could ascend to power, because that kind of seemed to be his end goal from the vibes that you were picking up at the time. That's kind of where you landed with Dr. Whitlock. So, knocking on the door, HD. A different receptionist opens the door this time. Still a young woman, still kind of what you expect in a nurse outfit, a little hat, everything. She smiles pleasantly as she opens the door. She's like, "Oh, hello. You didn't need to knock, but welcome. I assume that you're either here visiting or you're here to check someone in," looking around the party, curiously kind of looking to see if any of you are supposed to be immediately handled. Is kind of the general vibes that you get from her.
Yes, we are here to visit someone.
Oh, may I inquire who you're here to see?
Yes, we're here to see the doctor whose name I forgot. I did not say it
Whitlock?
3 times,
Whitlock.
so I would not be able to remember it. But if you were to point us to the direction of the doctor, we'll go inside and greet them.
Can I ask what this is in regards to?
Yes, you may.
Dr. Whitlock and us had a prior discussion.
Oh, can I get your names or who you're here representing?
Yeah, same as the last time. Should be in your logbook.
Okay, well, if you'll come in and take a seat, I'll take a look and see if I've got you noted down. And she opens the door fully and steps into the room. Same reception area as the last time. There are no changes to it. It's still that very stark white walls, the smell of heavy bleach in the air. It's not a great, it's got that very much a hospital scent. She steps around the desk and starts flipping through the logbook. Oh, I'm sorry. Remind me who you were here with? There's very few names on here. Just which were you? Do you know how many
Sid
days?
Ashclaw, Professor Backer, it's Quellion, and then Grimmer, who would like to be called Grimmer.
Okay, interesting.
That is who I am here with.
And we're here on behalf of, it was a lord, I can't remember the lord's name. God damn it.
Do you want to roll a history check? See if you can
God,
remember it.
I'm not the person to roll that. Okay, yeah, let's do
Roll
it.
Anyways, let's see if you can get it.
See, I've got it. Go for it. Yeah, hell yeah.
13.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. It takes you a brief moment to think about it. It's kind of that thing of, well, I know these lords. Wait, that's back on my plane. Wait, hold on. I think maybe this is. I've performed in this lord's city. I performed at this man. It's this one. And it's Lord Valorous.
Here for, on behalf of Lord Valorous.
Okay. That narrows it down. He doesn't come by very often, so it looks like it was a couple days. Okay. Give me just a moment. I'll let Dr. Whitlock know that you're here. As she steps away. Yes, Nerdy.
We are... Who is Lord Valorous?
Grimmer just like looks at the ones who started this mess. I didn't choose to lie.
Listen, I didn't either. I think somebody read it off of the fucking logbook like last time we were here.
Were we able to get in touch with them? If we're here on their behalf, we should relay whatever message that we sent.
HD. And Sid's gonna go up pretty close and just like put her hands on his shoulder and go, "We are lying. This is a fabrication that we have created so we can talk to this guy. It's the same fabrication we used last time when we were making it up back then too."
I wasn't paying attention last time, but I would not have consented to lying. When the doctor comes here, I'll be sure to rectify our decision.
Please do not.
Oh no, I cannot lie, and nor will I allow lying to happen around me. But okay, I will wait until you are finished your questions to then inform them of the deception that was given.
Oh, HD. I totally forgot. We have a meeting with Lord Valorous, you and I.
When is this meeting?
It's right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna insight check you.
I love that it's right now. It's
Right now.
Uh-oh.
Actually?
Everyone's frozen. Oh no.
It's right now.
Although not all of us being frozen as Matt's trying to roll.
I know I got frozen. What?
Okay.
I got a 23 on my insight check.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Come on, Deception.
This is not my thing.
I love
Wait, maybe I can help you. Maybe I can help you.
Please.
I can help you. Give me a second.
Oh my god. It's right now. That was the best
Grimmer's
tone.
eating proverbial popcorn. Like this is funny.
I'm gonna give you a bardic inspiration die. It's a D6.
Beautiful. I'm using it.
Oh my
Sid-
god.
Sid does it subtly by tuning up her guitar.
Oh hell yeah!
It's just the same note as it's right now.
right now.
Um,
And roll the d6 to add to it.
I did. I got a 6 on the d6.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Um,
But
it's an
Uh-huh.
18.
18. Okay. Unfortunately, Quillion, your deception is seen through as HD. No, that is incorrect. It seems Quillion is mistaken. There is no meeting. Maybe it's a different day. You're not sure. There's not a meeting going on. Quillion seems like they're looking in the wrong calendar at the very least.
I think HD, you see HD go uncharacteristically quiet. Like not like how quiet, like he's like, I don't really care what's going on in the room, but like quiet as in like looking at its Quellion intentively, but is not saying anything at this exact moment.
Grimmer just like, when we get there, we've told him the truth, or at least I did. So, it'll be fine. The receptionist was being weird, and again, not my forte. I don't talk to people, but
Okay. Eventually, the
as long as
receptionist.
I got to see him.
You hear her footsteps down the hall as she comes back, and she's like, "Dr. Whitlock's ready for you. If you want to follow me back to the office."
Yep.
She
Yep,
turns on a
sorry.
heel and starts walking back. She opens the door, and inside, once again, you find Dr. Whitlock's office. Dr. Whitlock is seated behind the large desk, kind of drumming their fingers on the desk top itself. In a crate off to the side of the desk, you can see a variety of a couple of items as they stand when you enter the room. They nod to the nurse in question, and she turns and leaves with a smile as he stands. Well, I found you a couple of interesting things. As he starts pulling out a few of them. On the table, he puts down 5 superior healing potions, one for each of you. He then puts down a hold on, I have a list. I need to let me look at my list. He puts down a jar of translucent something. It's a clear jar, like a mason jar. It's translucent, but it shimmers slightly, like it has glitter in it almost. In addition to putting down a bottle that seems to have a small amount of smoke swirling around in it, a hat that looks like a bowler hat, a horn, a wand, and a porthole. Like an actual porthole from a ship. Like a small porthole, like this big.
Grimmer, yeah, just kind of looks at the stuff and go, "That's not bad. No, I thought that might. Well, what? Do you know what the things are, or should we just figure it out ourselves?"
He doesn't seem to know what they are. This is kind of what he's found. He's like, he points to the potions of healing. He's like, I know what these are. He then points to the jar with the translucent, glimmery, like liquid. He's like, this is honey of some sort. I don't know what it does, but one of the guards took it from one of the prisoners. They said it was too dangerous to let someone have in one of the cells, and so that's why I have it. The rest of these, I'm not sure.
Could I? So I do not have identify innately, but I am pretty much an Arcana person.
Yes.
Could I try to ascertain, or even do a history check to see if I've seen anything like these things before?
Sure, absolutely. Roll me a history check. And then if any of the other, like if any of you think that maybe you've seen any of these particular items before, you could also roll history checks on individual items. JD, I think one of them you would recognize, so if you don't mind rolling me a history check. Thank you.
Which one may I ask?
You recognize the horn. You think you recognize the horn. Uh, Sid, you actually roll me a history check as well. There's an item that you potentially could recognize as well.
Okie dokie.
Thank you. GD?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Hell yeah. All right. So, Quillian, you recognize the horn. It is a beautiful brass horn. You know this as a horn of silent alarm. It's something that you've probably seen people on patrol have. So that's what that one is.
18.
18. Hell yeah. All right. Petra. So Sid recognizes the jar of honey. It is Feywild honey. It comes from flowers in the Feywild. It is kind of a contraband almost due to the unstable nature of it when you eat it. So if someone in a cell were to have it, there would be unexpected results.
Ah, okay.
CB.
Sid's eyes wide.
Wide, yes. CB, what did you roll for Grimmer?
Natural 20 for 27.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. Was there particular items you were looking at or just the general array of things that were there?
Because he didn't know anyone, he was just doing a cursory as someone with a horde, what things might look like or what they might seem like, and then kind of having that like the arcanic aura about them. So I really just doing a general scan. I guess not really the porthole, but like definitely the wand, the hat, the smoke, things of that nature.
Yeah, the smoke, I think this, especially on the natural 20, you immediately recognize what that is. You've probably only seen it once or twice. You probably had one in your horde at one point, just because they're useful. It is an ever-smoking bottle. That is what that one is. The hat, you don't quite recognize. It looks kind of mundane, in all honesty. Not that you're not getting magic off of it. It just seems very minimal. You do not recognize the wand at all. The porthole from the ship is giving some kind of magical essence, a little bit stronger than the other two. Whatever that is covered in seems to have a heavier essence than the others.
Okay. Okay.
What type of essence is it?
Transmutation.
Sweet. I was gonna go with Evan.
I love
Nope.
you so much,
Beautiful.
Matt. Not JD having to mute. No.
It took me a second.
I watched the slow progression. That's why I was like, God damn it. Okay. As Dr. Whitlock kind of looks, you're welcome to any and all of these if you want them. Anything you don't take, I guess I can just put away. Sid takes
Sid
the
just
honey.
grabs the honey.
Okay. You take the honey. You put it away very quickly.
I'll take the horn.
You take the horn. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the bottle. I'll take the bottle. And
You take the bottle. Okay.
Yeah.
HD, do you grab anything on the table? There's a
What
wand.
else is left on the table?
There's a wand that you don't recognize that seems to be engraved. You see a porthole from a ship, as well as there's the potions, but those are one for each of you, so you can add this to your inventory anyways. And the hat.
HD likes a nice hat, I guess. The HD will take a hat.
Okay, you take the hat. It's a bowler hat.
Oh,
he's got a bowler hat.
HD will take a bowler hat. It seems fun.
Hell yeah, you take a bowler hat. Okay, alright, I'm going to let backers, when Tom returns, see what they would like, if anything.
Backer up the wand.
Backer grabs the wand. Fantastic. I wanted someone to grab it.
And this is once everything is grabbed, seeing the porthole left.
Yeah.
Grimmer will absolutely grab the porthole as well, just to see what it might do.
Hell yeah.
Knowing that it has a little more magical essence, but he's like, yeah,
Cool.
sure, we'll figure it out.
Okay, yeah, you grab the porthole. All right. Cool. There is not a stat block on D&D Beyond for Sid, your Feywild honey. I'll get you an item card at some point in the future so you have it.
Okay.
The wand is the same for Backer. The ever-smoking bottle, Grimmer, is what that is. It is on D&D Beyond as well. the Horn of Silent Alarm for you, Quellion. Matt, I'm gonna send yours to you privately because I think you'll have a lot of fun with it, but I don't want to say it aloud.
Okay.
Oh no.
HD will put the hat on their head and then look and say, "It's Quellion, Sid Ashclaw. It's been about 50 or so eons since I wore hats. Do I still pull off hats?"
Does he pull it off?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, a lot of hats tend to wear people. You wear that one pretty well.
Absolutely.
I have delivered a few packages to the places where hats are wearing people. It is very messy.
Of course, that's what I meant. Yep.
Yep. Great. Cool. All right. Dr. Whitlock will kind of shrug at that point. Is there anything else you need from me, or is this sufficient?
Yeah, I mean, look at the stuff, grab the stuff, and just look back up, literally looking up at him.
Mhm.
We're making one stop, and then we're making a choice, a bold one, and heading to the tower. So I would just be prepared, especially after last night.
What was last night?
Oh, yeah, a bunch of marionettes or dolls or things. Yeah, we got attacked. Well, the town got attacked. We just happened to be there.
Oh yeah, by things that had these in them. And Sid just like produces the heart that she ripped out,
Hell yeah.
slams it on the desk.
Hell yeah. Okay. He looks to you, looks to the heart, then kind of looks to you and reaches for it. He hesitates slightly just to see if you're allowing him to take it or if you are just presenting it.
I got a need for it.
Excellent. As he picks it up, starts examining it.
Oh, no.
A little. Well, it appears to have some elements of mechanism in addition to humanoid.
It's a bunch of $10 words.
It's flesh and metal.
Huh. Explain some shit.
Like if I ripped your heart out and I added things to it, it was like that, and then experimented on you that way.
Okay, Ivy.
Yeah.
When he says that, is he speaking from a place of experience?
Oh, 100%. No, you would immediately recognize that
Cool.
he is like monotone on it, but he doesn't seem affected. Like when a normal person was to say, oh, like this is like that, wow, it's devastating, that's tragic. No, there's not a semblance of sadness or anything other than matter of fact medical knowledge that he probably has firsthand.
Right. Okay. Off-putting. So, this isn't. Is this sort of work you do?
Oh, no.
All right. Too much confidence there. That's concerning.
Anyways, is there anything else I can do for you, or? Great.
Nah.
Okay. Fantastic. I guess let me know when it's done. I guess I'll know when it's done, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, are you just gonna sit here in the Ivory District, or?
I don't know yet, because the thing is, if you've all failed, then you'll just end up right back here, or you'll be dead, so you'll see one way or another, I'm sure. Otherwise, I'm sure I'll start recognizing when the hunters are a little more bold, or when marionettes start fumbling in the streets or exploding. I think that would probably be a good indicator. And he sits back down at his desk and kind of settles in as if he's at a movie theater, like settling in, like waiting for the previews to start. That is the air that he gives. This is a game almost to him. Either you fail or you succeed, and then he gets what he wants. One way or another, he's comfy here.
Do you know what's funny to me is the fact that like Rennick was supposedly like the god of chance before.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy feels almost like that too. It's fucking ugh.
Creepy. A little creepy.
Well, yeah, but two halves.
Two halves of the same
it's
coin.
fine. Yeah,
What? Wild.
dislike.
Weird choice of words for that. Weird choice of words for that.
What?
Mhm.
What do you mean?
I just
It
flipped the
almost
silver
seems like
coin
your
that
words
Rennick
were
gave me.
intentional.
Yeah, just flip it. Just
Mm-hmm.
okay. All right. So, I assume that we're good. Great. Hell yeah. Okay, we're gonna go back to the Ivory District. I think now, since we're an hour and a half in, is a great time to take a break, and then we'll come back for the second half. We'll be right back, guys. Stick around. Boop. All right, we are out. We can take a break. And we're back. Wow. Oh my god.
Hey.
Oh my god, look at that. We're back. I love that for us. I know this is a shock to all of you. I didn't give you any warning whatsoever. All right. Anyways, because I can, Petra. All right. Anyways. All right. Hopping right back into it. Let us get back in. So, as you head back to the Warrens, are you going to the infirmary? Are you going... Oh, yes, it's Matt. What? Oh,
For the doctor of the deception
No!
that I was making.
okay, okay,
Absolutely not.
okay. Matt.
How difficult is it to physically move you out of this room?
It would be considerably difficult.
Well,
Great. Okay, so
Bet.
Dr. Whitlock is sitting there, comfy, in his chair, has given you your items, of which we will kind of decide what you want to do with them, etc. Some of you, I guess, would turn to leave the room. Seems your
Mm-hmm.
business is concluded. All right, great. Fantastic.
And now, seeing that their business is concluded, which I said I would do,
yes.
HT then says, "Excuse me, doctor, I do have one more piece of things to talk to you about."
Oh. If
Yes.
this is a medical issue, you'll need to make an appointment with the nurse.
No need for medical issues. I am immortal, and if I die, I would come back, and then just be fine. The question I have for you,
Delusions.
or not the question, the response I have for you is that I have no idea who a Lord Valor is, and have never had any conversation with them whatsoever.
I am not a therapist. I do not know what to tell you right now.
Okay. He'll turn and walk out of the room.
Great. Fantastic.
We all just looked like we dodged a bullet. Like,
Yep.
Sid just
That
shivering.
bullet looks to be dodged until HD puts a hand on its Quelliod's shoulder very forcefully.
Mhm.
It's Quelliod. Were you mistaken at the date and time of our meeting with Lord Valor?
I just look at the other members of the party. I have a very uncomfortable truth for you, HD. There was no meeting. It was a lie.
That is unfortunate. In battle, a feint towards the enemy is sometimes tactical, but a lie to an ally could cause the death of millions, which is why we do not do that. I have not told you of this boundary, so I will not be holding you accountable for it at this gesture. However, if you lie to me again, I will remove you from existence.
Understood.
Wonderful. It took a lot of courage to open up about your deception, and I hope that you feel a little bit better and a little less worse.
Yes. Just wiping the sweat from his head. I do.
All right, where are we going?
Back to the hunters.
HD brings so much joy to Grimmer. He just
As HD walks past, I didn't make breakfast for everyone. That was a playful joke and a lie.
HD will turn and look at Backer and say, "The bravery amongst you two is to be commended. And I assume that you heard the boundary that I set with Itzquelion a moment ago."
Mhm.
Wonderful. Though you may seem to change quite a bit upon one's demise, know that I have nothing else to do for eternity than to make sure that my boundary is upheld. Wonderful. Where are we going?
Can I just... sorry, before we head out to the hunters, can I just... Do you interpret storytelling as a lie?
No, stories are constant. The gods that you were talking about, for example.
Okay. Uh, fantastic. I'm in no trouble whatsoever. We're good.
Yes. Deception is not okay with those you consider an ally. Stories can lift one's spirits and change the mood of a night. Very different things.
Okay. So, never mind. It's fine.
If HD is insightful in the sense of spatial awareness, if that even makes sense, you can tell that Grimmer wants to say something, not like a knuck if you buck type of thing, but like he's just like, this is intriguing. Because he doesn't think that HD has been all that forward with us yet. So the boundary has been the boundary setting for him is just like, okay. He just clocks and keeps walking. Batter's on.
Hell yeah. Okay. Great. As you make your way back to the Warrens, where are we headed? Are we looking for Rennick first? Are we looking for Sybil? Quillian, I imagine you're taking a little bit of point on this one.
Oh, ow.
I think Kellyanne leans more towards going to find Sybil.
Okay. All right. Looking for Sybil. She's not too difficult to find. There's very few places at the moment that she would be, and most of it would be probably in her office, a place that you have not yet been, but know where the location of it is. So not finding her on the general premises, walking around, you're not seeing her even in passing, that's likely your best bet. If you head directly there, the door is closed, but upon knocking on it, you'll have a friendly come in. Entering into her office, it is a little makeshift, but cozier than most of the Warrens seems to be. It seems like this is a solitude and a sanctuary for her. There is few comforts that kind of in like the form of a red velvet couch off to one side that you assume that's where she normally would probably end up falling asleep, just busy with work. She is currently standing behind a large desk, some pieces of debris marionette splayed across it. She seems to have been taking a couple of them more apart, trying to see how they operate, what they would do. That seems to be the general thing as she looks up and she smiles, and it's not quite a hollow smile, but there's so much stress behind it where she's like, great, like, is this another thing that you are bringing to me? As she looks up, she's like, I see you're all still standing. That's lovely. What can I do for you?
How are the hunters? How did we fare after last night?
Well, we lost some, not as poor as we could have been. A loss still. Are you... I see that you all are at least up right, so that's progress. That's something. A win is a win, as we say. Are you needing something? Or is there... I know Rennick is still in the infirmary. I apologize, he's still not quite moving. He is awake if you need to speak to him.
Well, that's good. I'm glad he's awake. We more come with, I'd say, news, really. We don't want to sit around and wait for another night like last night to happen. So, as soon as we are able, and what allies we can gather are gathered, we're making a push on the tower.
I see. What is your plan going in?
I think that's kind of where we're at a loss, is we know nothing about it.
I know the courtyard normally stands empty. I don't know anything really aside that. I haven't been inside it. Very few have. You would probably need a siege on the front door, if it's not open. On the front first floor. Aside from that, I'm not sure. Are you asking for aid?
Yes. Whether that is aid in information, I know manpower is a little thin, but we can't sit by and let this all happen again.
Will you roll me a persuasion check?
Let's see.
Uh-oh. I didn't like that noise. Uh-oh.
This is not my strong suit. 13.
Okay. All right. So, Sybil looks from you to the rest of the party standing there. She seems to weigh the option. I don't want to run the risk of losing more of my men, and I fear that the retaliation is only going to continue. If they didn't stop us last night, I don't think that they will stop there and think that was a warning shot. I don't think that's the game we're playing. And so if you want allies, if you want our aid, we will offer it. Yes, Petra.
That's actually Sid. Sid has fully raised a hand.
Oh,
She's in a
damn.
class.
All right. Yeah, she's like, she kind of squint. Yes, Sid.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. You had a patter going there. Some I'm still unclear on. The beasts we fought before, not the mannequin things.
The Scourge.
Yeah, Scourge. He control them?
No?
Is that a question?
No. It's more of an answer. We don't control them. We can kind of...
Oh, no, I meant does he?
Oh,
control
does
them?
he? We don't know.
Okay, never mind.
They seem more like a third party, if I was to kind of label it, I guess.
Are they drawn to anything?
When there's a blood moon, they kind of just attack anything. Particular things that they might be attracted to. Well, I'm not sure. We could ask. We could find out. I could ask around some of their hunters and see if they've noticed any patterns. Are you...
Because, I mean, well, I'm just thinking, if we're lacking bodies and we don't want to throw your hunters up against what we're going up against, why not throw the thing that, if it dies, bonus? But if it succeeds, no, it's a whole problem for him, not for you.
I don't know if they're necessarily attracted to a particular thing. However, well, if you were to bait them somewhere, that potentially could work.
Yeah. Okay.
I just have an image in my head of us doing a running of the bulls with the Scourge.
That's
just straight towards the
honestly
courtyard.
exactly what I was thinking of. That's why I was like, well, I mean...
Actually, maybe I can call him. I might be able to do that. If we open up a causeway, because they ain't got many ways out of there.
No.
So if we opened up a channel
Yes.
and could guide him down there, we could guide him straight to the spire, right?
Hypothetically, yeah. You would have
What's our name?
to get the door open. The front door.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're just going to be in the courtyard, and then how are you going to get to the... I mean...
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not that smart. I was just thinking about what would be a solution. Sorry.
She just kind of pushes all of the pieces of these mannequins off to one side of the table, and instead she puts down a map of the city. I mean, and she gets what you assume is a marker. It's kind of like a piece of charcoal, like a very thick piece of charcoal. As she starts making a line of the direction that they would have to go. I mean, it's doable. You would just need to figure out how to open the door to get them in the spire.
We figure out the door. We can do that, right? We're smart. I might not be, but the rest of us are, right?
I mean, I'd like to think of myself as an intelligent being.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Just HD smile.
Person with the highest intelligence. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess. What's smarts? I don't know.
Mm.
Well, what if... Well, we split it. We split the tasks. Either one of us, as in one of our groups, goes and gets the scourge, baits them as best we can, and the other group goes towards the spire, attempts the door.
If we're looking for any kind of like flight advantage, I actually might be able to do something about that.
Flight advantage. From what? For
I mean,
isn't the tower like extremely tall?
Yeah, you can't get to the top of it.
I could turn into something that flies.
You can turn into something that flies, but what would you need it for?
I thought we were trying to get up to the tower.
Oh, you don't have to go up. You cannot. You cannot see the top of it. You have to go
Got
to the
it.
front door. You're totally good. I'm happy to relay what the actual dimensions of it are.
Appreciated.
Yeah, no.
And Grimmer still just says, flying is fine, but I don't think that would be useful. And also, only sending you to fly might be leaving you up, for the wolves or whatever.
for the scourge.
The scourge, you had that.
I don't. Well, I might be able to carry multiple people.
Could you turn into something big enough to take on the doors?
Like a monkey.
Wait.
Like a cricket.
Wait.
Like,
Or wait, actually, this raises the question: the front doors. Is it an issue of might or is it an issue of mechanism?
It's an issue if you don't know if they're locked or what they look like. No one's been to the front door.
so it's a matter of there's a lack of surveillance.
Lack of surveillance.
Fantastic.
Yeah, lack of information. Yes, HD.
Has anyone asked the doors?
Matt, I love you.
Yeah, but John Morrison wouldn't it?
Yes, has anyone asked John Morrison? Does anybody know in this universe?
Has anyone done a Die Hard in this universe?
I don't know. You want to find out? No, that is the lack of surveillance, the lack of information is what is tripping Sybil up.
I see.
I don't know. We feel like bait and scourge, or we feel like tackling this door issue.
My initial thought is the door for us. The hunters have enough know-how about the scourge that I think they can set that up, and I want to keep as many hunters away from the spire before we know what's in there as possible.
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense to me.
I have been for knocking on the front door since the moment we've met.
Many jokes.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Okay. All right. Well, Sybil kind of makes a couple more marks. Well, if you're taking the front door, we can get the scourge. That would mean that we're going at night since they are more active then.
That works for us.
Great.
If I'm gonna reach into my pack and pull out the horn
Yeah.
and say, "Are you familiar with one of these?"
It's been a while since I've seen one, but I'm familiar. They're not very common around here.
If and when I sound this, that will be your cue to release the scourge.
Excellent. I'll keep an ear out for it then.
Put it back.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Perfect. Is there any additional things that you need that we can provide before we start this, because once this starts, there's only one way, and it is up.
We should say the thing that probably hasn't been said yet. You know, half of you might die, all of you might die.
Oh, I thought that was a given.
And, well, I mean,
Oh, sorry. Let me verbalize. All of you could, and most likely will die. Maybe half of you. It depends.
just a lot of people.
Counting.
A lot of people think they're ready for death, and then they're not. So
That's fair. There is a high probability and a likelihood that you will not survive.
I mean, you is subjective, but
The royal you.
yeah. Well,
Do
Doing it
you
tonight?
hunters need anything before we set off on our side of the mission?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. She will
you,
turn
HG.
around. Thank you for feeding us and allowing us to stay in your area. That was very kind of you. You did not have to open your doors to us, and yet you did.
At this point, she makes a realization at this point. She's like, "You're not from here, correct?
No, I am not.
All of you, correct? You're not from here.
no, absolutely not. This place sucks.
So you assume that if you do not die, you're leaving when you get there, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. That is our goal, is to leave.
Yep.
Okay. If that is the case, and if I don't see you again, it's been nice knowing you all.
Yep.
Quetzalcoatlus.
Quarter what?
Oh, you would ask if there was anything large I can that has flight capabilities I could become?
Have Backer just been in the corner scrolling through a book? Is that what's been going on? Just flip.
Oh no,
flip,
not
flip,
even
flip, flip.
not even in a according. He's just been in his head, just going.
What can I turn into? Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay.
Backer
So-
doesn't need to be large and fly. It just needs to be large enough to take on a pair of doors, potentially.
Absolutely, I can do that easily.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah. Just kind of looks back at them and just, yeah, we haven't really talked about it in a while because it feels like every day there's been something. We're looking for a portal, and we think the portal's probably going to be inside the tower.
Ah. Okay. That makes sense. I see. I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Rennick had slightly mentioned that you all probably wouldn't stick around very long. It was just more of a wasn't sure the method of how or what that looked like, so that makes more sense. Thank you, Grimmer. That makes quite a bit more sense. Excellent. Okay. Well, I suppose I will start gathering my hunters and prepare them for battle. See you on the other side then. Or won't.
Oh, would you like to say anything else? You seem like conflicted.
I'm simply stressed. With the removal of the Godless King, it's just a question of who will take over next or what the next thing will be.
Who would you like to take over next?
That's a great question. I don't know. I've been fighting for this for too long. I've not thought about it long enough.
Huh. Perhaps you could get everyone together and talk about who you would like to be in charge and what qualities of leader that person may be, and then pick whoever fits those requirements.
That may be a good idea. Thank you, HD. Very helpful.
You're welcome. Happy to do it.
Anything else? No? Yes?
Nope. Let's get this. What is it? What did the kids say? Let's get the
What?
the cinnamon roll. No, let's get bread. I don't know why we want to get bread, but we're going to get it.
Who doesn't enjoy a nice bread?
But I don't understand why you must get it as a colloquialism for.
Oh, not a clue.
We do have some bread that's in the kitchen. I don't know why children would necessarily want it. It's kind of dense, but all right, if that's okay.
But we're going to get the bread.
Okay, let's not talk about getting bread. Let's just
The
go.
bread shall be gotten. On this day, our daily bread will be attained.
Once we've made our way into the hallway, I'm going to split off from the group
Right.
and go visit Rennick in the infirmary.
Hell yeah.
Just while the bread discussion is happening.
You keep waiting for a time to interject. You're like,
Exactly.
it's the daily bread part. You're like, okay, all right.
I just gotta grip it and rip it. I just gotta go.
I was gonna go. All right. As you leave to go to the infirmary, you do find Rennick. He is sitting up in a cot. He is not laying down. He seems a little worse for the wear. Very pale. Seems a little gruff when you enter the room, kind of as expected. A little more annoyed than anything at the situation that he's found himself in. But he looks up. Well, you're alive, so that's something.
Stay the same for you, mostly. How do you look paler than normal?
It's your eyesight. And you've got bad eyesight, that's all it is.
Insight.
Just,
I just tap the ruby eye and like, okay, you got me there.
well, see, all right, then I'm correct then. I think this is the only time ever you've had Rennick make a joke, even slightly. It's still.
That's why I'm
Malta.
so caught off guard.
He just kind of shrugs a little. He's like, "That's your eyesight." Did everyone else survive then?
Yes, our group is tired, a little battered, but whole.
And?
Seems to be the way that most the hunters are.
What will you do now?
Well, we're striking back
To the spire.
to the spire.
And then our deal will conclude, I assume.
It will.
How do you feel?
Ready.
I'll be up and around and I'll be there.
Don't rush your recovery.
It's fine.
Rennick.
I feel like you are one to talk. As he once again gestures, but this time to like his skimmer is just like seeing that it is further stone across your face.
Rennick, I'm living on borrowed time.
Are we not all borrowed time?
I don't know, have you met HD? He's got all the time in the universe.
I met the first one. I've met the second one. Still seems like borrowed time when you take yourself out, doesn't it?
Remind me to tell you about the infinite selves of HD sometime.
I don't understand that one. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It'll take some time.
Okay, great, great. Well, then I guess that neither of us can die, so... As he starts unceremoniously putting on those layers of armor, it's too late.
No.
He's already putting on bracers. You're like, well, that recovery time shortened.
Does he look like actually worse for wear while he goes about this?
He looks tired. He looks pale and tired, but he also has a determination I think that you would recognize. He's not going to quit.
Why that look? Shut up, all of you. I'm trying to stick in this moment, and I can see all of you in my peripheral.
No kiss. As he's tightening the bracers.
So injured in the bed, he's tightening his brain.
Just
It's almost like he needs someone to help him tighten.
I was getting there.
Oh, yo! Yo? Hello?
Everybody, shut up. Let him get there. Let him get there.
Let him go.
Let him
God.
cut.
Go,
God.
slower.
Okay. Slower. Oh my god, y'all.
I think Kellen will reach over and grab the rifle.
Mhm.
Strong enough to use it still.
Of course.
Hand it over to him.
Take it. You ever shot one of these, actually?
Can't say that I have.
God damn it, Matthew. I can't look at chat. I can't look at shit right now.
Right?
At some point, if you survive, maybe you should get one. May serve you better than a bow.
If I survive, being the key term.
Do you think you won't?
Do you think that I will?
You've survived this far. I mean, red eye, made of stone, and all, and a party that seems hellbent on either destroying themselves or finding something to destroy them. You've survived this long. I think your chances are pretty good, actually.
It's funny, it's the first time somebody's had faith in me in a long time.
If I didn't believe that you were capable, I wouldn't have asked you in the first place to do something for me, but instead, I did. So, I would ask that you don't let me down.
No promises.
That's fine. You're already under one deal.
I'd say it's all up to chance at this point.
Ah. He rolls his eyes. It is the heaviest of eye rolls. But as he continues putting on bracers, pulling up that robe, and kind of like standing out of bed, he looks tired still, but rifle in one arm, slings it across his back. So what's the plan?
Seems like the hunters are going to corral the scourge towards the courtyard. And we are tasked with opening the gate.
Okay. This is your mission. I can't interfere. Where would you like me to be? I can't look at anybody else.
I know, right?
God damn. Calm down.
I'd say run point. Make sure the hunters make their way to the spire as quick as possible and as safely as possible.
Got it. Coverage from the roofs. I can do that. Excellent. Okay.
Don't get yourself killed, Rennick.
I have places to be. I can't Gonna pat you on the shoulder. It's a weird thing. Rennick's not an affectionate person, so an act of affection is strange from him. It's stiff and awkward, but he means well as he just kind of pat.
I
It's
think Kellyanne will, like, on the second pat, just kind of, like, grab his hand.
It's a slight grip of the fingers on your shoulder, and as he releases. It's the energy of, like, you fight good. That's the energy.
Mhm.
He doesn't quite know what to do with that as he turns and, like, starts to walk away, so hesitates, and then continues walking.
Kellyanne just kind of, like, just sits on the bed,
Aww.
reaches in his pocket, pulls out the silver coin, flips it, catches it, and then goes out and joins the group.
Cool. Do you want to know what the coin is or no?
No.
Okay. All right. I won't tell you then. All right. You flip it. Go out to join the group. It's the rest of you. How, during this interaction between Kellyanne and Rennick, how are the rest of you preparing for this? Not for that, for combat, Petra. I saw the laugh. Yeah. God damn it,
No, I mean, I know what the rest of us are doing. We've been hard at work writing.
Yeah, your AOE's are real interesting. It's your A3s. It's all of the fan fiction. It's Wattpad. It's great. All right.
The sound of 1,000 pens hitting paper.
Yeah, I'm writing
Scrub.
paper.
Kith. And then the Kith.
And then they Keith.
Yes, Petra.
I think Sid will actually, like, as we're all getting prepped and everything, Sid will go to the kitchen and nick a bottle of, like, whiskey, bourbon, whatever kind of alcohol there is, and 5 shot glasses.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
then come back to the group.
Yeah. Yes, Matt.
HD is going around to all the hunters and asking their names.
Oh my god. Okay, great. All right, you go around. You ask the hunters their names. Fantastic.
Wow. Jesus. Let me think. Yes. Grimmer will look. Actually, I'm gonna send you a quick message, Ivy.
Okay, sure. While you're typing that, Tom, what's Backer up to?
Backer is actually heading to, like, this. Are there any, like, stables or places where, like, beasts of burden are kept or anything like that?
They don't have any horses that well, okay, they have a couple. There's a few, like, there's like 3 or 4. It's not a very common thing, especially around the Scourge.
Yeah, a question for you,
Sure, ask.
DM.
Yep.
If I polymorph into something large enough, and I were to say, try to take a companion with me, would a saddle be helpful in that situation?
Okay, I see what you're going with. It depends on what you're turning into. It could be. You could definitely probably find a horse saddle if that was, like, of a size that you were wanting it. It definitely wouldn't be a hindrance, let's put it that way. It wouldn't be a hindrance to your flight or, like, speed or anything like that, depending on what you were changing into.
Okay.
It also depends on the
like-
size of the creature that is.
Yeah, so, like, anything large or huge probably be too big.
Yeah, for a saddle. Yeah, 'cause the horses are medium creatures.
Gotcha. Okay, then
Good question, though.
we'll figure that out later. I think if we're busting down a door, it'll probably be something large. And then I'm gonna Actually, are there any like horseshoe nails around here?
Oh, absolutely. You could find some in the stable, even old ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab like a big handful.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna pocket them, and if there's time,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe talk. Actually, I'm gonna go to Sid with a handful of nails.
Okay. Sid's got alcohol and shot glasses. You've got nails. Okay, great.
Hi,
Hey,
your hands look full.
yours too. You planning a different kind of? I was gonna have a tradition to do. What?
Oh,
What's
you
with
don't
the
you don't
nails?
you don't know the nails tradition? It's Feywild legacy.
Okay, you're gonna need to explain this.
I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Okay. I mean, listen, the Fae that I knew turned out to be a lot more a bigger deal than I thought she was. So
Oh, no. I was thinking if we get like maybe work together with like some pliers and some strength, we might be able to twist them and make like some stuff to throw on the ground for when people are coming towards us.
yeah, that's pretty smart.
Thank you.
Let's get with the group.
Yeah. I'm basically gonna eventually gonna try and turn these handfuls of nails into caltrops.
Nice.
Okay. You can add the caltrop. Sorry, I was reading Q's message. Okay. Q, I'm gonna say yes on a temporary basis. It will not be.
No, yeah, it
permanent
wouldn't.
thing.
It would not be permanent at all.
Okay.
No.
Then, yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. I think at least for.
And you decide when things wear off.
Yeah. I think for it as a temporary thing, yeah, I'll allow it. I think that's a nice gift as a parting thing.
Great. Cool. While he was sitting there, you can tell that he's been like almost not necessarily a meditative stance, but just kind of gets like introspective. And you know that Grimmer gets introspective when you see like the small like little storms forming around him, or just like the zips of lightning kind of appearing off always harmless type of things, but just like the small little after shocks of his thoughts, I guess. And then like he just suddenly kind of looks up. And then looks at the two who happen to be talking right now. Actually, said in the background, goes, "Hey, idiot! So the things this is because I'm an itty bitty size. It might not be the full impact. Still trying to figure out what I'm getting back and all that jazz. But I have thoughts." You have it, and then you see Grimmer starts looking at Sid and looking at their weapon, which is an axe, correct?
Yeah, it's like half axe, half guitar.
Great. He's gonna like just kind of look at it. Can I?
Yeah.
Guess your weapon.
Yeah.
Thanks. They kind of grab it again. It's nothing to him. He's pretty strong. Actually, I think. Don't you have a 19 in strength?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually stronger than you. It's funny. He looks at the head of the axe. Is it a double-sided axe or is this one-sided?
One side, because the other side is the guitar.
It's the guitar. Okay, great. He kind of looks at the axe head, the metal of it, and kind of just like he kind of studies it for a moment, and then you'll see his eyes suddenly just become electricity. And he's gonna take his finger and start to just run it all over the metal head itself, and I'm leaving this long, jagged, lightning scar essentially on the axe. But then, as you start to look at this lightning scar, you see he's forming a rune that he's formed in the air. And as I kind of like flick my fingers, you'll kind of see like that streak of lightning go through that moment, and it settles onto the metal itself. He's like, okay, not sure how long it'll last, but I think if you want it to, however you hit, it can be like my lightning.
Thank you.
I might, just in case. I don't know what that guy's gonna do. Yeah. And looking over at Backer. What do you typically like use to do your magic?
Just gonna just pat this. Backer's always had the necklace, and it is a like a couple of beads that look old. Well, definitely not older than Grimmer is, but old. And then there's a tooth, and it's a lot of the magic that he uses is always like kind of emanated from that necklace, and it is the first fossil he's ever found.
Gotcha. Okay. Can I see it? I'm not gonna destroy it, I promise. Well, I'll try not to.
I trust you. I mean, you're pretty strong. Honestly, I think you might be able to do it on accident.
Now you see he like very like holding it very gingerly in his hand, and he like has the specifically just the fossil, and kind of just like looks at it, and you see him like taking a deep breath, and then literally lightning breath upon it, and it's almost very concentrated, and as he does, it doesn't break it in any way, shape, or form, but almost just imprints it with the essence of what lightning is. But then you realize it's not necessarily lightning, it's that primordial evocative power that lightning is part of. And he goes, all right, you can put it back on. Yeah, we can put it back on.
Thank you.
Whenever you cast spells that are more boom boom or stuff, especially if it's like against somebody else, it's going to be a little bit hard for them to resist it. So to say mechanically, Sid can choose to do lightning damage when they attack. And Backer, your evocation spells specifically, your DC goes up by 1.
Oh, damn. Shit.
Is everybody here at this point? Have we all gathered together?
It would be eventually they would come back. HG's been saying hello and greeting all of the hunters and learning all of their names. You do now have a Rolodex essentially of all of the hunters' names. One of them did pull you into a conversation where you've been standing there for a while hearing all about their wife. You're not quite sure how this happened, but you know everything about their wife. It's great. It is the best conversation. He's very in love. And eventually you realize that the rest of your party
is happy to hear all of that. He's
you've
very
asked
excited.
some great questions. She's learning how to be a nurse. It's great. She's very excited. He's very proud of her. That's been the whole conversation essentially. It's all about her and how wonderful she is, which is great. It's a very wholesome conversation. But eventually you do see your friends turning to gather into one side and need to leave that conversation. Quillian, you are the last one to join, but you do see your friends. They're standing there.
I sent you one last thing, Ivy.
Yes. Oh,
I know what you're gonna.
Cool.
I'm just gonna do. Just so you know.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. Great. When HD gets back, he goes, "Hey, you okay?" Yeah, you.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Um,
I am.
Would you mind if I inscribe something upon something you care about?
No, I would not.
How do you typically use your magic?
Well, it sort of just comes out of my essence, but here. And it'll like pull back his jacket, his bomber jacket, and there's like he's not that anyone was asked, but he does always have these 2 really big gloves on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like you could do this. My mother gave me these.
Ow! I don't remember. Didn't. You can tell he's like, HD has a mom? He gets that kind of like, okay, interesting. Yeah, he's gonna look at the glove, and he'll keep it. He won't remove it. He'll just kind of look at it, and that's actually perfect. You don't even realize why. And he's gonna just press each of the ends of the glove, and as he does, he's there. It gets a little warm. I don't know what HD's temperature intake is. I don't know how he feels. Different like variants, but definitely feels a little warm, a little spicy. And as he lets go of each of the ends of the glove, there's just a little bit of smoke. And then in the middle of your glove, he placed the actual rune, kind of drawing it with his hand, and he's giving you the Tactus rune. When you use a spell that has the range of touch, you can roll a percentile. If you roll a 51 or higher, the spell affects one additional creature within 5 feet of you.
Ooh, that's badass. I could use that.
Shout out to Cobalt Press for these draconic rune casting.
Oh, hey, Cobalt Press.
We stand Cobalt Press.
We love Cobalt Press.
And if there's multiple people within 5 feet, you can choose which one is affected. So it's not a So. And then, as Ivy has said, again, this won't last forever, but just something.
But what we
And he goes, all right. And then seeing Quillian, all right, time to obtain the ciabatta.
Before we do that, got a little tradition.
What?
Any mind? And Sid's gonna put down the shot glasses, fill them each. For shows, we would always do a shot together. Just kind of. I think I started it when the band was having like a real bad fight one night before a show. Bands are messy. People fuck each other that shouldn't fuck each other. It turns into a whole thing. I hope none of you die. And if you do, take more of them down than take more of them down with you. And Sid takes a shot, knocks it down.
Kellyanne follows.
Yeah. I went down the wrong. I have like 3 pipes. Went down like the second one.
Sorry about that. It's not the best alcohol, I will say that.
Con save. Hold on.
HD will raise the thing and he'll be
What are you
like,
doing?
to Sid Ashclaw and Professor Backer and It's Quellion and Grimmer, and then proceeds to list off everyone else's names. It goes and like if anyone tries to stop him, there is a very stern look as he lists every single person's name. But like as he gets halfway through, you start to realize that he's really saying every single person's name and anything that they told them about, in like a part of it. At the end, he says, and Francis, who is very in love with their wife, who is learning to become a nurse, and hopefully they will all be able to see each other again before the end.
Host. Couldn't do my other tradition because it would have been a problem. Let's go.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Hey Ivy, remember those con saves?
Yeah. Okay. Love a good con save. I love a good con save. Okay. Great. Are we, just so I know, are we headed directly to the spire? Is there anything else you guys need? Any objects? Anything like that? Great.
I think it's go time.
Okay.
Oh, let's
God, let's
do
been building
this.
to this. All right. As we begin our trek towards the spire, Grimmer, as you are walking, something's amiss. Something is wrong. You can feel it something in your scales just is telling you something's wrong, only to be further confirmed when you hear the rattle of bones and a little kobold starts running down an alleyway. And he looks terrified. This little kobold, one of your many little followers, looks scared as he's yelling, "Boss, boss, 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 boss," as he rushes and skids in front of you to a stop. There's big. It's big. It's like you, but big. There's another. There's big. Boss, there's another.
Wait, what? Sorry. Breathe.
I don't breathe. How am I supposed to do that?
Okay, don't breathe. Rattle. What are you talking about?
I can't breathe, so I don't have blood. What do I do now?
What? Big where? We're going to big.
No. It's like you, but bigger. It's like a big. It's like, what were you? What did you used to be? It's like that, but bigger.
I beg your pardon.
A gecko.
A dragon?
I'm.
But like, what was boss? What were you, boss?
We talked about this.
Right.
Categorically, an ancient great worm, blue.
Okay.
In color.
Okay. So, what if there's another one of those? Then what?
That can't happen. I killed all of mine.
Okay. Well, there's another one. So, he took 5.
Wait, okay. You're telling me that another fucking other showed up?
It's at this point.
Here.
It is as if there is an electricity in the air that you know you did not place there. It feels so familiar yet foreign at the same time. You can feel the crackling on your scales.
As he starts to feel that, for those around, fear isn't the emotion that's coming from Grimmer. It's definitely what the fuck. It's also a sense of this is the worst timing, but also opportunity. Okay, I'm small. That's fine. Don't got half of my power. Cool. Great. You 4, run.
What do you mean?
That's. I would get out. I would go.
What's happening with you? Where are you going?
If what I'm feeling is correct, I guess everybody needs to know. I'm pretty sure I said it out loud and it's pretty clear, but I've consumed a bunch of me to get better, and then 2 fuck asses decided to use magic on me to turn me into this. So I was trying to get back to that, but to get that, I had to kill a lot of things, and I thought I killed them all. I was pretty sure I killed them all. I guess that's more than multiverse. Why is it here? Okay, you're gonna see me, but much bigger, and it's not. Hey, it's like HD.
Oh, actually, that makes perfect sense.
Let's get fucking moving then, because I don't. Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
If it is like me, then it should be able to help.
Nope. If it's here, it's looking for one thing, and it's me. And I'll go down for swinging, and I'll try to take if I can get his power. That should be really good.
Okay, wait, hold on. You said 4 of us. You're not fighting it.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Well, I'm coming with you.
No, you're not. You will die. I have stumped on worse. And if it's anything like me, You will die. Go.
You will be okay, right?
I am kicking you out of my horde. Go.
I'm gonna roll something real fast.
Yeah, real quick, I'm making this fast. I asked for a roll.
Yep. Be careful. And I will go.
Okay. Grr. The electricity starts getting worse. You can feel that familiarity, but that foreignness to it. It's if you are looking at something through a nostalgia, like those rose-colored glasses from your childhood. Like you eat a piece of candy from when you were young, and it tastes similar, but not quite the same anymore. Something's changed. Underneath your feet, Gerber, there is a spark as something starts opening, almost like a portal-like. But it can't be anything good because it is just an electric circle. As suddenly your feet fall out from under you. You know where you're going. You know what's about to happen. You're braced. You're prepared for it. As suddenly you are swallowed whole by this electric void as it closes quickly behind you. You and your little kobold both go tumbling elsewhere.
In the moment as it was opening,
Yeah.
for those who hadn't ran or left yet, that's when you would have felt fear.
Oh, no. We lost a
Fear of the unknown.
We lost a scent. That's okay. I'll fix cameras.
But he would have just looked at Backer as he was running before he fell.
HD would have seen that, would have taken a brief step in Grimmer's direction when the fear was felt, but then it wasn't fast enough because the thing goes away.
I think Kellyanne would have kind of understood, like, no, this is something that Grimmer has to do. This is his thing, and kind of while he was like interacting with Backer, just kind of like giving a really solid nod right before he fell through.
And we continue forward. Understanding that a party member has to do a hard thing with the potential of returning back to the party when it's done. I think that's a great place to end session for the evening. Thank you to our lovely party. Q, it has been a pleasure up to until this point to have you as Grimmer. I cannot wait to see what Grimmer gets up to and how this progresses in the future. But in the meantime, it has been a pleasure and an honor. So I will let you go first. Tell us who you are, what you're doing, where you're going, what things are happening in your life. And then you can pass it around.
Amazing. Yes. Thank you all so much. I have been Grimmer the Vicious. He's not gone forever, I promise. But we'll see what happens when he gets back. And see how the party's like when he gets back. But you'll be in good hands. I'm pretty sure it's been revealed, but I'm still gonna just let Ivy say that once we get to Ivy. Yeah, you can catch me many places. I'm in the middle of a musical right now, so you really can't catch me doing much because I'm tired. But yeah. That's me. I will pass it off to Nerdy.
All right, hello everybody. Fond farewell, but not forever, to Grimmer for sure, and to Crown as they go off to the next thing. I have been Nerdy, NURD. You can find me everywhere at Nerdy Rocks on all the social medias. I've been playing HD Kid, and big stuff. On Thursday, new episode of Genesis Armor Room where me and my friend Courtney create characters in fun and interesting ways. And then please back my Kickstarter for me and my friends who are making a wonderful new TTRPG show using Masks, the new generation, as our template. It's called Sidekicked. It's a lot of fun. We're already 20% back. It's super cool. A lot of fun support things that you get for doing it. So check it out. Really excited. And I'll pop it over to Vaughn.
Hello. My name's JD. Tryhard Vintage Lord all over the internet, Vonage Lord everywhere else, and Vaughn if you're nasty. Again, huge shout out to Q. Wait, what? Did I miss something? Did I do something wrong?
No, Matt called you
okay.
Vaughn. That's all.
Yeah!
I
Hell
immediately
yeah,
caught-
let's go.
I immediately caught what you did. That's why I was like, God damn it.
I thought I heard that. Hell yeah. I knew it. But yeah, again, huge shout out. Q, you will be missed at the table for sure. It's been an honor and a privilege to be able to tell some stories with you, homie. And can't wait for you to come back sooner than later. In terms of actual plays, you can only find me here. But if you want to take your head out of the D&D space for a hot second and go listen to some sad tunes about loving your best friends and hating your hometown, go ahead and stream Contender all over Spotify, wherever you get your music. You may have heard us on this lovely little program called the Crit Awards with our smash hit that everybody seems to love for some reason, Mexico City. So go stream Mexico City if you'd like. And keep an ear to the ground. There might be some new music stuff happening in the future. Yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to Tom.
Hi everyone, it's me, that one Warlock. I make the saddest characters you've ever seen on the internet, and it's my boy Sad again. But you can find me everywhere on the social medias at that one Warlock, and definitely keep an eye on those social medias, as there are things in the works that I cannot talk about at this moment. But there is a lot of cool things coming up at the start of next year, so please keep an eye out. It'll be a lot of fun. If you like seeing what I do here and voicing and playing as Dr. Backer Jostrums, you can find me on Mondays on the Starfield playing in a game of Werewolf the Apocalypse where I play a different kind of archaeologist, Travis the Therage Glasswalker. And then on Tuesdays, you can find me here with all these lovely people and missing the absolute shit out of Q. Ground, legitimately, this has been a true pleasure. I love everything you have done with this character and can't wait to see what you do and what goals you succeed at. There's no doubt in my mind you are going to be amazing. Gonna miss you, buddy. And you always have a place at my table for food. And then on Wednesdays, you can find me over on Dyson Autism's Twitch channel, where we are doing a prequel Calamity-esque mini campaign known as New Rawless: The Founding Steps, where I play Flamestoker Deagle, Blade of the Flaming Crown, a paladin, a Minotaur paladin that everyone has decided to thirst over this man's voice. I totally don't know why. It's not deep and gruff at all. And then on Thursday, you can find me over on World Tree Quests, playing in the first ever, as far as I know, completely underwater campaign. So those of you with Thalassophobia, this is probably not the campaign for you. But I play as everyone's favorite underwater twink, Ariel the Sea Witch. If you have the time, come check us out this Thursday. We are getting deep into Ariel backstory, where we have come upon his childhood home that he never knew. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm nervous as all fuck. And also, go check out Petra. Petra has a lot of cool shit going on. So
Really?
go support my friends. Ivy,
Yep.
talk
Hi,
about
I'm,
yourself here.
Hi, I'm Ivy. I'm Gamer the Girl. Everywhere else that you can find me, my pronouns are she, her. I have been everything and everyone else that isn't any of these lovely players. Like I said, Q, it has been an honor. I love DMing for you, so thank you again, once again for being at the table. Yeah, go check out Petra. They have a bunch of cool stuff going on. Some stuff that they worked on just dropped today, so go check it out. It's amazing. I'm very excited. We are going to be back next week with our new player at the table. New, but returning to the table, as Virginia comes back with our lovely Valerie. Our actress thinks she's a witch. It'll be great. We're excited to have her back at the table. So stick around for next week as we find out how she comes back to the table. In the meantime, we are going to go raid somebody, so stick around for that, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Thank you for watching. All right, we are out. We're going to go.